Hi all. So we will work on another exercise which is based on text function, that is 10.2. So here you will see that what all functions, text functions you learned can be used on entire database and what all are the various places where these functions are required. So see, few questions are being given in this 10.2 text function assignment. First question is find out product name and category name after removal of extra spaces from string. You have to find out the actual product name and category name after removing the extra spaces. So you know the function which actually remove the spaces is trim. So this is a product name. If you look at the data set, what is the data set which is given? It's product ID which is not been given. This blue columns are the columns wherein you have to extract the values using formulas, right? You have to understand this also. This is the product which is given. You have to extract product name in column C. This is the category which is given. You have to extract the category name in column E. The list of price which you have to format in column G. The producer brand name, then salesperson full name is already given over here. You have to extract the salesperson first name over here in column J, last name in column K. Then you have to calculate the discount in percentage. These are the three columns L, M, N. So in first column you have to use a different way out. Let's say nested if you have to use. In second you have to use VLOOKUP function. In third you have to use index match. From where you will be going to calculate the discount. So this is the discount table which is been given. For each and every product discount is being mentioned over here. You have to just look that for which particular product you are looking for the discount and to display over here in percentage. Then quantity sold is given over here. You have to find out the commission of sales in rupees, right? So this is what we have to do one by one, for which all the questions are being given over here. First is find out the product name and category name after removal of extra spaces. Then change the content of product name and category name into uppercase. Then change the list of price currency format in Indian rupees format. Then we have to extract the first name, last name, and both should be in uppercase. Then we have to generate a product ID and the format is first three character of product name in capital followed by row number of product in 4-digit format, that is 0000, means like for example it is given HDT.0003. Then we have to calculate the discount in percentage and these are the three functions which we have to use. Then we have to calculate the commission on the sales amount mentioned over there against each sales person and the commission will be 10%. So one by one we will do over here. I have written some like I will write some functions for you or directly we go over here. Firstly this product name, see. So how we will going to remove the spaces? We can remove the spaces using trim function. Trim, and this is the product name. See, we have removed the spaces over here. Then come over here, trim, the name of a category. So spaces are being removed. So for first question the answer is trim function. What is the answer? Answer is trim function. Writing for you over here. Now what is the second question? Second question is again for product name only. Here also we were talking about product name. Here also we are talking about product name. Here also we are talking about category name. Here also we are talking about category name. But what we want that after removing these all extra spaces, we have to convert this into uppercase. And for this what is being required basically, if you look over here, so what it is saying that you have to use upper function on the trimmed data, right? So this is you will be using for question number 2. So I'll be overwriting over here. I've already used trim function. Outside this I have to convert this into uppercase. So I'll be using upper. So whatever the value it will be removing after removing the spaces, this trim function will be returning, that will be going to convert it into uppercase. Fine. Here also I have to use upper function. Outside the trim function. Trim function will be removing the spaces. On those removed spaces content, I have to use upper function. So it will be going to convert the trimmed value into uppercase. Right? So this is question number 2. We did over here. Then what we have to do? We have to just copy this function in other cells. Right. Now question number 3. What is the question number 3 which is given over here? Question number 3 asks us to convert the list price currency into Indian format. So we know that we learned one function, that is text function we'll be using here. And what was the syntax? Syntax was we have to give value and then format. And I already told you that various formats are over there which you can use, and where they are available over here. If you look over here in custom, there are so many number of formats. So we have to use currency format in rupees. Something like this we have to use, right? Something like this we have to use. So what we'll do? We'll write over here equals to text. This is the value which we have to convert, and this value we have to convert in rupees. First of all, we have to write rupees, right? Write as in small rupees, and then hash. Then what we can do? We can say double hash, the number format which is there. I'll be using that only. Right, there it is written in Hindi, so I have written like this. So why it is giving me like this? Because here I have to use in Hindi rupees. So for that what I can do, just a minute, I will see there is some way out using which we can use this Hindi symbol. Let me see what we can do. Let me recall, if I can recall it, or I'll be copying pasting the format. Right, just give me a second. There are certain keywords which we can use. If they'll work, then well and good, otherwise I'll be going to copy it. Right, what I can do, I am leaving it for now. Just a minute, I'll go over here and I'll just copy one format from here. Which format I should copy? I'll copy this format, let's say. I'll copy this format. I'm picking this much only, right? Control C. From here we can pick. I'll come over here, and here I'll say rupees. Then I'll say in this I will do one more thing. Then I'll delete, right? Unit 1000. So in this way we can write, right? Now I have to just press enter. Now it has come. Why the problem was coming? Because in English I cannot write RS. The currencies which are available are these. So in any case I should know how to insert these all currencies, right? So we can insert through symbol also, and there is one shortcut also which we can use. That shortcut is I think Alt, then there is one number Alt, then I think 4 is there if I am not wrong. Let me try over here if I'll be able to work. Alt plus 4, no, Alt greater than 4, no. So leave it. We can do in this way, right? We can copy it from the custom format and then we can use in this way. Now come over here. So this is question number 3. What is the question number 4? Question number 4 is saying extract the sales executive first name and last name. It means, and that too in uppercase, right? That too we have to use in uppercase. So for this, first of all, two things we have to do. First thing is we have to extract the first name and we have to extract the last name, and whatever we are extracting we have to convert that into uppercase. It means again we should know, we have to use find to know the space. Remember we did it earlier also, we find the space, that where the space is. Then when we found the space, then what we did, we have just found extracted the leftmost value uh, which is before that particular position which find has returned, and that we subtracted 1 from that position, if you remember, and then we have converted, we have to convert that into upper. So what all we have to use, we have to use here upper function, and within that we have to use left function, and within that we have to use find function, and whatever value is coming with find I have to subtract 1 from that. I'm just writing ki these all things will be doing, right? I'm not following the syntax right now. So we'll do over here one by one we'll do. This is the first, this is the full name. So first of all we will see ki how we are getting the position of space. So I'll say find text, where I have to find here. So it will return the position, it will return the position, but it is returning 1. It means that there is a space. So what we do, we will first of all trim, we will trim this text. So how will be trimming, we will say trim over here, trim I4, right? So whatever the spaces were there, first of all it will remove those all spaces and then it will give me the position. So at 10th position, space is lying at 10th position. Where it is lying? It is lying at 10th position. Now I have to extract the leftmost value, means I have to subtract 10 minus 1 and I have to pick 9 characters. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to extract 9 characters, right? So this will be doing. How will be doing? So again come over here. I'll say first of all I find the position, how I found, comma, trim of which value, this full name, right? And then what we have to do, we have to find out the leftmost characters left of this comma, how many characters, this minus 1 means 9 characters. See, Dipendra is coming, right? Dipendra, what happened? Left, okay, again here I have to use trim. Here I have to use trim because this Dipendra is having spaces, right? So Dipendra is there. Now what we have to do, we have to convert this into upper. So outside this we'll be using upper function, upper, and we'll close this upper function. So now Dipendra is appeared as a name in capital. So see, again I will explain you what I am doing over here. Just see what we are doing. You have to understand carefully one by one. Firstly, this name is having some spaces. So whenever I am using this as a string to be passed, as a text to be passed, I have to always pass after trimming it. So here when I am extracting the leftmost character, then also I am trimming it. And when I am finding the position of space, then also I am trimming it. So first of all, find function will execute and it will return me the position of space as 10. Then 10 minus 1 is equals to 9. Then what happens? Left function will work. What left function will do? First of all, it will trim this I4, and after trimming the value will be Dipendra Kumar. From this Dipendra Kumar, how many characters it will be extracting? 9 characters. So I will be getting Dipendra only. Then in this output, which function will be going to work? Upper function. So this will be the next function which will work and convert this Dipendra into capital, into caps, right? and that is why we are getting Deependra in capital. I hope you understand. This is what we did. So this is the first function which will execute is the innermost function, which is find. And before that also, if we look at the order of function. So firstly function which execute will be trim, second will be find, third will be trim, fourth will be left, and fifth will be upper. So upper function will be the lastmost function which will be going to get executed. You have to remember this thing. So you can just, I am just waiting so that you can look at the formula. You people are having complaint that we are not able to see the formula. I am writing, so I am waiting for a while so that you can look at the formula and understand, right? So this is how it is working. Trimming the value which is lying in I4 cell. After that it is finding the position of space. Whatever the return number is coming, it will be subtracting 1 from that, and then it will be extracting the leftmost, those many leftmost character. But when abstracting again, it will be trimming the value which is lying in this cell, and at the end whatever the value is being returned is being converted into uppercase. Okay, so after this let's move, and then you can copy the formula. Then nothing you have to do, you have to just simply copy the formula. Now come to last name. For getting the last name, again first of all we should know that what is the position where space is lying. Once we know the position where space is lying, what we can do, we can just extract the value after subtracting that particular position from the entire length. So again what we'll do, we'll see find space comma trim of this value, it will return 10, right? I have to extract the value which is after 10. So what we'll do, we will use len function, len of trim of this full name, and I'll subtract from that this return value which is the position of space. So what it will return? 5. It means I have to extract 5 characters. Then what we'll do, I'll use write function, and I'll say from this extract these many number of characters, means 5 characters. I got Kumar, now I have to convert this into uppercase. So I'll say upper, and I'll close this function. You have to just look at this carefully. We have already used this function few minutes back. So again in this find will be returning me the position where space is lying. Len will be returning the total number of character lying in this full name. So I'll be going to subtract that particular position from the total length of characters. I'll be going to get the left out characters which will be lying after space. So from right hand side I have to extract those many number of character. Hence we have written that from the rightmost side extract these many number of characters, right? Here we can do one more thing, we can use trim also. Here also we can use trim, right? After trimming it will be going to extract the rightmost characters. So here we got the answer. Then we have to copy the formula, right? Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the discount. Now this discount we have to calculate using nested if, right? So what we do, we will say equals to if. Now these are the various categories. So what we'll do, we will say we are having, nowhere we are having the values like this. We are having in like capital letter. We are having these category in capital letter. So what we do, we will convert this into proper case. So we will say proper, if proper of this particular category is equals to, we say either we can pick from here or within double quotes we can write video, then the discount will be this much, else again we will say if proper of E4 is equals to handhelds, we have to write the spelling carefully, handhelds, then the discount will be 5%, right? Here I have to just keep on freezing it, I have to freeze it, otherwise it will be a problem. Freeze. If it is this, then the discount will be S5. Keep on freezing it, keep on freezing it, comma, keep on freezing it, comma, again we will use another if proper of E4 equals to proper of E4 equals to audio, then the value will be next cell, that is S6. Again I will freeze it, again I will freeze it, and if it is not, then what we have to do, again we have to check if proper, I'll write, better to write, otherwise it will equals to computer, 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 then the value will be, then the discount will be 20%, as if proper of E4 equals to games. You can see how much we have to write, whereas our VLOOKUP and index and match functions make our job easier, as if, that is why it is better to use index match in spite of using nested VLOOKUP or nested if or VLOOKUP. Equals to households, then the value will be, then the discount will be 25%, else 30%, and we see whether we have enclosed all the brackets or not. So we have to keep on closing it, this purple, red, black. Now see, it is coming 0.1, right? So what we'll do, we'll convert this into percentage and we'll copy it. See, all the discount came over here. So we have to write once the formula very carefully, See, we'll see whether the second one is handheld or not. So second one is handheld. Third is computer. See, for computer it's 20% it is coming, right? So we have written very nicely the formula, nested if formula, and a very correct way, right? So you can check it out. This is how we have written. Proper E4 is video, then S4. If proper E4 is handheld, then S5. If proper E4 is audio, it's S6. If proper E4 is computer, it's S7. If it is games, S8. If it is household, S9, else S10. And as many brackets we opened, those many brackets we closed. We have to very carefully see that how many brackets are being opened. As many brackets are open, those many brackets are to be closed. So this is how we did. Now second is VLOOKUP. So what we say, VLOOKUP, what value we have to look for? We have to look for proper of E4, right? If proper E4 we have to look, where we have to look? We have to look in this particular table. So we will freeze it. If it is found, from where we have to pick the value? From the second column, and the match should be exact, that is false. We'll close it. See, just convert this into percentage, and again same answer we are getting. Now go for index match. We'll go for one dimensional index match. We'll say index, we have to pick the value from here, right, comma, we have to match the value. Which value I have to match? Proper of E4. From where we have to match? We have to match from here. If it is found, we have to pick the and which kind of match we have to do? Exact match. We'll close it, right? We will close it, and we'll close index also. And what we have to do? We have to just freeze this particular table, because this is a lookup table. It should be freezed. Every time we have to look the value from this table only. Which value will keep on changing? The value which is lying on column E. So that's why column E is not freezed. And again I'll convert this into percentage, and so this is how we will be doing. So you just check it out. I'll open the formula for you people so that you can just check it out. Index and match, VLOOKUP and nested if. So in nested if, I kept on using ifs. This is nested if. This is VLOOKUP, wherein we are looking for the value in this lookup table and extracting the value from the second column. The lookup value is matched as false, that is exact match. In index match, I want to pick the value from S column and want to match the value from R column. So it is one way lookup, wherein match, this inner match function will be going to return me the row number, and from row number it will be picking the value from this S column. Now see what we have to do. At last here, wherein we have to calculate the commission. Commission is 10% of the total sale. Fine. So what is the total sale? This is the quantity which is sold. Quantity which is sold, let me see. Is the sale amount is over there? Yes. So this is the sale amount. This is the price in rupees. For this category, this is the amount, and this is the discount which we are giving. And what it is saying? It is saying that we have to calculate commission, that is 10%, right? So we know that 10% of total sale is basically commission, 10% of the selling price, but we don't know what is the selling price. So how will we going to find out the selling price first of all? So see, one by one we'll do. Equals to, if we do, this is the list price multiplied by the quantity. Where is the quantity? Quantity is this. So this is the selling amount, right? But on this selling amount, this discount is be given. So what we have to do? We have to enclose this in bracket, and then we have to subtract. How much we'll be subtracting? Then we have to, like 10% of this is discount, correct? So what we can do? We can say 1 minus 10%. So it will be leftover, means 90 will come over there here. So let's say into 1 minus this discount, right? So this will be the actual price, and on this we have to give the commission. So commission is what? Commission is basically your 10%. So what we say? 10 into this whole amount. 10 into this whole amount, and it's a 10%. 10% means 10 upon 100. So we can write either in divided by 100, or we can write 0.10 also. It will also work. So this is actually the commission which the particular person will be getting, that is 10% of the total selling price. So you have to look it carefully. So this is what? This is the actual sales made. This is after discount, that is 10%. and whatever the total sale made by the salesperson, on that 10% commission is being given. This is how I did. So if we calculate like multiplication, how much it is coming? It is coming 1,30,000, and after giving 10% of discount, how much it is coming? It is coming 1,17,000. And after this, what we have to do? We have to basically give the 10% commission. So 10% commission will become 11,700, right? So this is how we have calculated. So this is all about 10.2 text functions, right? So again I am showing you the formula in slow motion so that you can just see. This is how. Oh, one question we left, that is product ID. We'll do that also. This is product name, wherein after trimming we converted into uppercase. This is category name. After removing the spaces we converted into uppercase. This is changing the format, wherein we pick the format from the custom format, right? So this is we converted in rupees currency. Then here we extracted the leftmost characters to get the first name, for which we have extracted all the characters which are before space, and to know where the space is lying we use find function, and to know how many characters are to be extracted we subtracted it by -1. Whatever output has been came, we have converted that into uppercase. Here for leftmost function we subtracted the position where space is lying from the total length of that particular content text which is given to us, and text is always trimmed. Once we extracted those many characters using right function, we converted that into uppercase. Then using nested if we calculated discount. Here it is nested if, then using VLOOKUP, and then using index and match. And at the end it's a simple formula wherein we are finding how much commission the salesperson will be going to get. One question is left, that is product ID. So we'll go again and see what is product ID. First three character of product name in capital letter. So we have to extract the product three characters of the product name and convert that into uppercase, and then it has to be followed by 4-digit format, and this 4-digit format should be like this, that automatically sequence should keep on coming. So here we will be using row function, right? So how we'll be using? See, one by one we'll do. First of all we'll extract equals to left, product name is this, and we have to extract 3 characters, right? So it is giving me 3 characters, right? If it is in small case we would have used capital, that is uppercase, and for to be at the better side we can do it. What we can do, we can just use, in spite of C4 we can use B4, and we can trim also this B4. Trim, we will use raw data which is given in B4, right? And then we will use upper. So this is how we'll do. I use this raw data over here, right? Somewhere spaces are being given. We have to copy the formula. So better I have used this product name. Now after this, one dash should come. So what we'll do? We'll say concatenation operator, and I will add hyphen over here. Now I have to use a sequence, and that sequence should be like in the form of 0 0 0 0, and that in place of last 0 automatically number should come. So we will use text function, and as a value what we'll use? We will use row number, right? So what we'll do? I will use row function, right? Row function which return the row number, which returns the row number minus how many already existing row. I am at the 4th position, so I will subtract 3 because this row number will be giving me 4. 4 minus 3 will be 1. See, I am lying at the 4th row. Can you see 4 green color का नजर आ रहा है यहाँ पे जहाँ arrow है. We are at 4th row. So this row will be giving me 4. And we are here after 3 rows. So I'll subtract -3. So it will give me 1. But this I want in which format? I want in this format, right? This is being given to us. So I'll say okay. Now see, this is how I'll get a product number, right? So we will just dissect it. What this row is returning, see carefully. 4. Can you see over here? Small 4. 4 minus 3, 1. Why 4? Because we are on the 4th row and we want 1 over here. So row function automatically give me the number wherever I am lying, right? So when I'll be at the 6, so it will be like 6 minus 3, 3. When I am in 7, 7 minus 3, 4. So automatically it will give me the sequence. And this value is to be converted in this format. I know text function, what is their value and format. So format is 4 times 0. So whatever it will be returning will get converted into this format, wherein 4 spaces are allocated, and in the last space last 0, whatever the value it will be generating will be going to get replaced, but 4 zeros will be going to get inserted in the leading space. We did this kind of thing in our previous lecture also, and here it is simple and we have generated the product ID over here. So I'll show you this function also, so that you can just understand here again carefully, and you see how beautifully we are integrating multiple functions one inside another. So that kind of practice you people should have, that kind of knowledge you should have, so that you can able to understand that what all functions are to be integrated within each other to get the required output. Whatever the output, what is the problem statement, what is being required, which kind of function are to be used, how they are to be used, can we embed one function within another, can we nest one function within another, and accordingly you have to plan. So you have to keep on practicing to get that kind of command in your within yourself. So with this, I hope you will be able to do this, and all the best to all of you. Happy weekend.